Good morning, folks. It's another chilly one today. So I'm just leaving Belorado and I'm setting myself up for quite a big hike. Some of the graffiti in this town is absolutely great. I'm taking my time this morning. Breakfast was between 7 and 8 o'clock, so I went down about 7:30 and ate as much as I could, reasonably fit inside myself, and then took time to pack up my bag. So it's just after 8 o'clock. And yeah, it's time to get going. The challenge today is that it's all uphill, except for the very last part. And one section, there's 12 kilometers between one town and the next, which means there's none. No food, no water. So I don't know how wise it was, but I've stocked up on water now. I have a water pack on me, which is 2 litres. I have a 750ml or 750ml bottle on me as well, and then a 1.5 litre bottle. So that's all extra weight. But at the same time, I don't think I drank enough yesterday, so I'm gonna have to drink it now. Everyone else that was in the hostel's already left to get on the way. I didn't really want to leave too early because it was freezing. It was down to about 3 degrees this morning. But now it's to go up into the hills. And there's areas around here where there's still snow on the top. So I've just left Belorado and we're heading uphill now. Last night stayed in Hostel B. It's quite a nice place, very clean. The guy running it seemed to do everything from changing all the beds to taking bookings and cooking all the food. Was very, very friendly, very accommodating. When I arrived in, I hadn't a reservation, so I just winged it, as I have been doing every time I'm doing the Camino. And I feel tears dripping down the side of my face. It's cold and my eyes are watering. So I rocked up and he put me into a room, which was initially for 4 people. And for about 2 hours I thought I was going to get the whole room to myself, but it wasn't to be. I was joined by a fellow from Germany, but was what it was. It wasn't a bad night's sleep. Wasn't much sleep, but that was no one's fault. I think that whenever you're sharing with other people, you don't really want to be making too much noise. And the German fellow was right beside the bathroom, and I needed to pee most of the night from drinking too much water in the evening. So it wasn't his fault, completely my own. But yeah, welcome to day 14 of my Camino. Time to head up there. Well, there you go, I was wrong. We weren't going up the hill, we're going round it. So the next stop is Todos Santos. I'm going to take a rest there. And that's what many people stop in Todos Santos to see. The church up in the hill, built into the rock face. Apparently there was a statue of the child Jesus found under a bale, which had been put there to prevent it being stolen or damaged. Don't know which cave it was in. As you can see, there's a number of them up there. It was probably used as a defence at some point before the church was built and the structure underneath reinforced. Oh, I'll take those off. They might be broken, but they're still necessary. It's bright. The sun's burning through the clouds, but it's still cold, so I'm keeping the coat around me. Sweating a lot, which means there's a lot of damp clothes, and with the chill, I'm sure it'll help me get sick if I really need to. Just stopped here in Espinosa del Camino. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Espinosa del Camino. Because we're about to start climbing up higher. Go up about 50 meters, and then we have to go up another 100 meters in elevation. So it's going to be a long walk. I have about 3.5 kilometers to the next town, so I thought I'll just stop now, get a bit of a rest. I've got a couple of protein bars or something in my bag, so I'm going to have one of those, drink some more water, which I've been actually quite good at drinking this morning, which makes a change. But the weight on my back and on my shoulders has really made me think about what I've brought with me, and the mistakes so far. One of the positives, I must say, I'd bought a pair of Peregrino socks from a company that are based here in Spain, and they were really comfortable. So when I get a wash done tonight, I'll be wearing them again for the next couple of days. So they're quite comfortable socks, no problems with my feet so far in regards to blisters. I have a bit of eczema that's coming back, which is not walking related, but it's probably more to do with temperature and changes of seasons, which is something I go through every year, and it's a pain, but it has to be done. Can't really get rid of it, I've tried. This time I'm also wearing a different pair of shoes. Normally I'd wear my Salmon cross trainers, which are great. They're lightweight, they're easy to use. This time I thought I'd wear something a wee bit more sturdy, just in case, especially if there was lots of water or puddles about, because it was supposed to be raining. Thankfully this morning the cloud shifted, and it's slowly fading away, but it may well rain this afternoon. And yesterday's rain didn't really happen. It did. I could see it raining, but it didn't come our direction, so that was a bit of a relief. So yeah, I'm wearing my Merrell shoes today, because got these a few months ago, and they're really comfortable. They're a bit heavier, but I really like them, and they've been holding up well during this walk, and they're still really comfortable. So yeah, regrets, backpack. It's just too much stuff, too much weight. My Osprey Talon 33, which by all measures is a great backpack, but whenever you bring your camera, you have to bring batteries and a battery charger, so that's more stuff which you're putting into it. I've also got my drone with me, though so far I haven't been able to fly it due to high winds, and also because the licensing process for registering over here was an absolute pain. I tried 5 or 6 times and they kept on rejecting it. For one, they said it wasn't my name. I'd sent them a copy of the passport. Second time they said that the names didn't match. I don't know how they did that. So the third time it was that it didn't have both sides of my passport document, so I sent them the inside and outside covers. Then they sent it back again saying the names didn't match. This has gone on, and I don't know whether it's being checked by a computer or by somebody that can't read, but it could just be the way it goes here in Spain. I know that there are, most people have their triple names, and they weren't recognising my normal name, so whenever I used my middle name as well, that cleared up the name part once, but then they had another issue. So yeah, it seems to be a bit convoluted and difficult, even though I'm fully registered for flying in the UK. So yeah, I haven't flown the drone yet. The winds yesterday were too high. Today isn't too bad at all, but I'm very conscious that in this area there is a military base, so it's a no-fly zone, and I don't really want to risk it. I do have my license number and everything showing whenever my drone's flying, so if they did want to, they could probably come find me. They do seem to have a particular set of skills. So yeah, haven't done that. And there's other things that I've got with me that I don't know if I'm ever going to need, you know. So I think next time I'll be hoping to do it in a warmer sort of time of year. July, August always seem fine to me, especially in July. I don't mind the heat. The sweltering sun doesn't bother me. And normally, as long as I've got my sunglasses, the sunlight doesn't bother me. And I wear my sunglasses all the time. So I'll do that, and I'll be going back to my good old 22 litre Talon from Osprey as well. It's really old, but there's nothing wrong with it, and it's a great wee backpack, and it's light, and I think if I did that, then it wouldn't be so bad. I haven't ever sent my bag onwards, so I am tempted to try it, but I don't have another backpack now with me because I left my other one in the boot of the car. C'est la vie. So we'll see how it goes. What has been great is seeing the number of other pilgrims about. There's been a few times when we've seen the same faces over the past couple of days, but now we're seeing other faces coming through as well, which just shows you like there is an appetite for people to be back on the Camino, and they are coming back. There are a large number of albergues not open. I still haven't had a café con leche, a proper coffee, not freeze-dried stuff. But yeah, that's there's been no real cafes open. The bars haven't been open. Even getting breakfast yesterday, it was a Donativo style breakfast, but it wasn't like you were sitting down just having tostadas and a café con leche. Yeah, that's on my to-do list. Maybe it'll take time. Maybe it'll take until I get to Burgos. Considering having a rest day there because my legs are sore and I haven't really got my walking legs in yet. But Burgos is 2 days away, so tomorrow, today and tomorrow, I think it'll take me to get to Burgos, maybe slightly longer, depends on how the legs are. So yeah, I'm going to head on, start the climb now, and we'll see where we get to, and hope the weather holds out. I was hoping the sun would stay out and it would warm up and I could lose the jacket, but no, that's not happened. Alright, going to eat something and head on. This is one of those paths that you think is going to end around the next corner, and then you see that it goes up a wee bit more. So you go up a wee bit more and you think, right, that's it. And then it goes up a wee bit more again. And just looking past that corner I can see a dark outline of trees up ahead, which means it's going to go up even further. And I'm knackered. If my face isn't red, I'll be really surprised, because my heart is pounding like it's trying to get out of my chest. Flipping Nora. Right, no real option for it. You either walk back down a really steep hill or keep going. And keep going it is. They needed a sign to rub in how far away San Juan is. 10.8 kilometers. Seriously. This is going to be hard work. Tell you what though, it's very peaceful up here. Distant rumble of a car or a truck, the sound of birds. And nothing else. Monuments like this tend to be out of the way, and they're also very easily forgotten by some. This is here to commemorate around 300 bodies that were found buried here, and there were people that were shot dead by Franco in the Spanish Civil War, and the people here were murdered in the early months of that civil war purely on their political ideas and their want for freedom. And it was a war that split families, that some that seen what Franco was doing as the right way to go, and others that didn't. And even today, a lot of people tell you you don't talk about the Civil War. Coming from Northern Ireland, I find that really strange, because it's one of the things that people always want to talk about is the Troubles and how it's affected things and how things have changed. And for me, it's the same about the Civil War here, that I want to know more. I want to know why someone would follow Franco and kill their neighbours. I want to know why they would go that far. Why was there such destruction of churches and religious establishments? I do know why, but it's to get an understanding from their point of view. I've watched documentaries about it where they've explained it and said what was happening, but it doesn't necessarily always make that much sense. And then it's strange then when you do come here that you see so much history in the churches as well. So many that have stood the test of time despite civil wars and the fighting that went on. And they say that the Civil War only was between 36 and 39, but the effect of it lasted much longer. And there were a number of people from across Europe that came here to fight against Franco's fascist regime, including a not insignificant number of Irish people. It's sad and it's disgraceful, because this isn't just one. There are many across Spain of incidences like this, and then you have the likes of Franco's tomb, which is massive and almost disgusting. Yeah. So it's definitely started drizzling now. Been walking for about the last hour and a bit on my own, completely on my own. So I hope I'm going the right way. And because of the drizzle, I've stopped in on Oasis del Camino, which means I'm on the right route. But I've stopped in to get a waterproof on and to cover up my bag and put this camera away, because the rain will definitely affect it. It's getting late. It's 3:30, which probably is why I haven't seen anyone else about. They're all where they're going to be for the day already. Absolutely knackered. I'm tired too, but I don't really have a choice. I've got to keep going, or I'll be sleeping on the ground in a sleeping bag, and this really isn't the time of year to be doing that, especially with the rain. So I'll get my stuff away and we'll keep going. There in the distance, I think I can see San Juan de Ortega. I hope it is, because I'm knackered. About a kilometre left. Let's go. I've made it to San Juan. My next challenge is to find somewhere to sleep tonight. There are not too many options in this town, and pardon me, not everything's open yet, so we're gonna have to try a few places. Worst comes to worst, then I'll have to walk on another 5 kilometers to the next town. Well, the bad news is, no, there wasn't a bed available anywhere, so got to keep walking. It's late in the day. It's 5 o'clock, so I could be pushing my luck trying to find somewhere, but needs must. Gotta keep walking, find somewhere to sleep, and then if not, might have to get a taxi or something, or a bus somewhere to try and get somewhere else further along the route. But yeah, gotta keep going forward. To be honest, at this point, I just want a bed. Somewhere to get washed. Finally, let's hope there's a bed somewhere. I don't think my legs can take me walking another 2 kilometers.